Hello, my first dungeon listeners. This is Brian, and I've got a little story to tell you. A couple of months ago, we finished up our season of the Wildsea. It was one of our favorite games we've played this year, and during our final interview with Felix Isaacs, wrapping up the series, he casually mentioned, hey, wouldn't it be fun if I ran a game of the Wildsea for all of you? And we said, yes, please, we would love to do that. And so we did. We also recorded it, and we are releasing it as a Patreon-exclusive 3-part miniseries. So this is a little preview of part 1 of that 3-part miniseries with special guest Firefly Felix Isaacs. This game was a lot of fun. I'm really excited for you guys to hear it. And if you like what you hear, head on over to patreon.com/many-sided-media and become a member of the Dice Pool to listen to the entire episode and parts 2 and 3 when they are released. And if that doesn't sell you, we've also released over 24 hours of bonus actual plays and talkbacks this year alone. There's a ton of great stuff on the Patreon, so please go check it out. But for now, here is a preview of part 1 of this 3-part Wildsea miniseries with Felix Isaacs. Hello and welcome to the Dice Pool, everybody.
Splash!
Yes.
Splash! There it is.
Wait a minute.
Oh my God. Is that an extra voice?
Is there an extra voice in this pool? Who's splashing around in here with us? Is that Wildsea creator and designer Felix Isaacs?
If I'm allowed to be honest, yes, it is.
No, you're actually not.
I'd prefer you lie.
I'm the swimmer who always tells the truth. You're the swimmer who always lies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not Felix Isaacs, but I did. No, that's not going to work, is it? I'm definitely a guy that wrote the Wildsea.
There you go.
Hell
Nice. Yeah.
Classic swimming game.
Oh, yeah.
If you hadn't already guessed, because of our guest here, we're playing a little bit of the Wildsea this time.
Whoa.
And actually, you might be expecting, who's going to run the Wildsea? Is Elliot going to run the Wildsea for us? He did the season. Is Brian going to do it? Elliot? Chinook? Who knows? Or is Felix Isaacs going to do it for us? And that's right. We got Felix in the Firefly seat today.
That's the dream.
Whoa. That was forced.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
We're all holding a gun.
Yeah.
We're all collectively
room.
holding one PP7.
We do everything together.
One James Bond style Walter PPK.
We can only afford one.
Yeah. Thanks to you all in the dice pool.
That's where your
support
money
more.
is going to.
So we can buy more guns.
To threaten more
One
designers.
replica gun.
Yeah.
Is this the start of how you get people on the show now? Oh, we're going to threaten them. We've got a guest. How do you get this
Threaten
guest? We
them.
threatened him with a gun.
We threatened him with a gun. Yeah.
And it
We
works.
threatened him with a good time.
And
a
then
gun.
a gun.
Given that I'm in the UK, that's a really effective threat across like 5,000
Or
miles.
a really effective gun.
gun. Yes,
and
it could be a really good
extremely
gun.
impressive gun. Well, Felix, since you're going to be running us through this game of the Wildsea, we've all created some characters. We still have to build a ship. We still have to introduce our characters to each other. I'm going to go ahead and turn the reins over to you to lead us through this game. So,
Okay.
all on you.
It might be a mistake, but I'll give it a go.
We love making mistakes here.
Okay,
That's
well then
all
that's
we
fine.
do.
It's most of my career path.
If you're making mistakes, you're doing it right.
That's actually our alternate tagline.
Then let us focus in on the ship, which I believe, I think, well, you know your characters, so you can use your characters to kind of inform some of your ship decisions, but I don't want to hear about your characters until the ship is made, if that's all right.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Excellent.
We all made weird little guys.
We all made the dumbest boy in class.
I made a fucked up little guy.
I made a fucked up big guy.
Nice.
Thematically similar. So let's start on page 166 of the Wildsea core book, available from a retailer near you, or more likely available from the Mythworks store online.
Yes.
But,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
some retailers do carry them as well, which makes me very happy.
Also, be sure to use the discount code MyFirstDungeon to get 25% off your order.
Oh, that's still active. Watch
Still
my God, I
active.
forgot that was a thing.
Wait, is it 25 or 20? I feel like we got that wrong on Mike before.
It's either 20 or 25. Either way, it's a significant
The
discount on
only
an
way you're going to
excellent
find
book.
out is if you go and you enter it in
And you
at
buy
checkout.
the game.
And
Yeah.
you
This is
buy
way
it.
better than taking that over again. You're right.
Exactly. Use the My First Dungeon discount code to take money directly out of my pocket.
Yeah. Felix hates money famously.
To be fair, I kind of do. It's important to trade for goods and services, so it's. Yeah.
Hate money, loves goods and services. Yeah, let us know in the comments if it's 20 or 25% off. We'll pick one of those people randomly and give you something. I don't know what it is. It's going to be very small.
It's going to be a good or a service.
It might be a gun.
It was 166.
That was the page. Yeah, sorry, we got slightly
166. We're
We
here.
all the talk about guns and money,
I mean, Felix, we are Americans.
Yes, that's fair.
That's all we do.
The Wildsea, Vice City. It's all about guns and money today.
Honestly, I'd listen to that. That sounds like it slaps.
That's a great episode title.
I mean, I could try and make it work.
We're hard-boiled
We don't want
detectives
to
in the
mess up
wild
your
sea.
plans.
I could easily transform my guy into a hard-boiled detective.
I just find it amusing. You think I have plans?
I love that.
Felix, you are going to fit right in here.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Okay, ship.
Yes, 166 is the start of the ship. To create a ship in the fastest way possible, we're going to use round robin as a method, which is where one person chooses one thing, then the next person chooses the next thing. But we do need one person to add the things that are chosen to the ship sheet. I believe you all have a shared sheet
do.
upon which
do.
your character info, and there's probably a blank thing for the ship on there.
There
A shared
is.
sheet ship?
There is. Yeah,
Shared ship sheet?
I'll take care of that.
Ship sheet?
Ship sheet. Ship
Shared ship sheet.
sheet. Shared ship sheet.
Shared ship sheet.
Shared ship sheet for shaping our story.
Shared ship sheet. Sure.
Whoever gets the first one, which is size, that is one of the more boring options, but you'll also get a fun one later on. So who wants to take,
Oh,
who wants
that's
to
what
take
you
size? Okay, well, fine.
I'll take size. I want to be large.
I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that. That's what I wanted to do.
I also wanted a large ship. Damn it.
But I wanted to say.
Oh man, we're
We
all
agree.
in agreement. Fuck.
-1 stealth.
This is going to go so well.
It's gonna be great.
All right, so you've chosen your size. And remember, you only get 6 stakes as a kind of general group. And then you have 3 stakes individually each that you can spend. So size costs what? A large size is 1 stake, so that's one of your stakes gone. And it gives you a bonus to armor and a penalty to stealth.
Okay.
Next is frame. Who's going to choose the frame of your ship?
I'll take it.
Okay, go for it. You got sturdy, molded, light, scything, sleek, or flexible.
I mean, if we're going to be big, we should also be...
Light.
I was going to say, I think I'm going to go light. Yeah, no.
We're just a giant hollow bowl.
Let's do light.
I've seen weirder ships. Okay, right, light.
Wait,
is...
you've seen weirder? We got to take it back from the top.
No.
We're just getting started.
Well, one of the things I want to do next year, I don't know if I get the chance to, is a new supplement specifically for the remaking of Outriders. To give Outriders the same, being kind of like Wildsea motorbike type things for those who are uninitiated.
Ooh.
Oh, so we can do a biker gang season.
That's exactly what I want to do. I want to do an option for essentially just being a biker gang, but
want
with full
that so
rules
bad.
for travel. So, but it depends on how well the next Kickstarter does. So,
I love it.
And well, your track record's so bad.
oh yeah, I know. We're struggling through, I guess. No. So next one, common hulls. Choose a hull. Somebody who's going to choose a hull.
Me.
Okay, and remember, you can have more than one hull. You just need to choose one to get started, but you can add a secondary material later on if you want to. I'm not going to read out the options because there's loads of them, but I will let you choose one of them.
I want the chittiness.
Chitinous.
Chitinous. Shitness. I wanted to say shittiness really bad, but I knew it wasn't that.
I only know that because Felix corrected me when I was doing the Pico VO because I recorded a take where I said chitinous.
Nice.
Actually, not to call you off on this, you recorded 4 takes where you said shit.
yeah, okay.
Oh, damn.
All right.
Felix, you are absolutely fitting in here.
Brilliant.
Oh, man.
The weirdest thing was, apart from that, the takes were perfect. They were lovely. And it's one of those words that is annoyingly written. Like, it looks like it should be chitinous. I think there is a time in every bug-loving person's life where they realize that that's a hard K sound.
Oh, they're like, crap.
For me, it was when I was about 13 or 14.
My one from school was I was forced to read aloud in history class, and we were talking about like the compromise of 1812. And so I was reading, and I said, "And the compromise of 1812." And of course, I know the word is compromise,
That's brutal.
but I'd never read it aloud before.
Compromise.
And I was trying to not trip up, and everyone laughed in my face, and I'll be honest, it did some damage.
It clearly
That's
stuck.
bad.
I'm sorry. You remember that still?
That was 15 years ago.
Oh boy.
That was longer than that. Was 20 years ago.
Oh, don't say that. We're not
If
that
it
old.
helps, I don't know what the compromise of 1812 was. So
Okay, let me be very
Do
clear.
you know what the compromise of
Neither do I.
1812
I don't know
was?
what the compromise of 1812. It sounds more fun though,
It does. It does.
and more personal somehow. Okay, so you've got a chitinous hull. I hope someone's tracking the stakes. Oh, I think
Yeah, I got
the shared sheet I think does it already, doesn't it?
Yeah, that sheet is so well built.
So good.
Yes,
Very good sheet.
props to the people who made it, which is about 3 people over the course of like 4 years. They're all
Wow.
fantastic.
Nice.
Really good.
We'll put a link in the show notes.
If I can gather their names, I would love that because they're just brilliant. That sheet has seen us through thick and thin. Bites. A bite is what kind of rips the ship through the wild waves. So let's choose one bite. Again, you can choose the second one later on if you want to, but one is required.
I have to go mulcher. Our ship has to have a mouth with teeth.
Perfect. Grinding teeth and a lamprey-style mouth. Terribly noisy, but dreadfully effective.
I'm just fucking up our stealth left and right, guys.
No, I don't want
Everyone could hear us coming.
Yeah, you can hear us and see us from miles away.
We are enormous and we are loud.
I love that.
And we're also incredibly light. You bump into us and we're going flying.
Oh, no.
That's what we do. We're like a bumper car.
We're very fast.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Okay. Next one. Engines. Please choose an engine. Shall I run through the list, or do you want to just kind of pull one out the air?
It gotta go Rat Wheel Exchange.
Wait, what?
Elliot, can you read what that does?
Exactly what you might imagine. A pure transfer of kinetic energy from restless rats to wheel to bite. Ethical engineers tend to give their rats the run of the ship.
Are we ethical?
Also, it's important to note that the rats need feeding every now and then, but they're not that fussy.
I love a living engine. There's so many good living engine options, but I
really
really
are.
like that one.
Yeah, it was a fun design space to work in.
All right, what's next?
The next is whatever you want from the next section of the book, which does not obviously give you many parameters to work with, but I will make it slightly simpler by saying we're going to avoid a motif today.
Okay.
We're in the fittings section, but we're not going to do motif. So head to page 176. That gives you general editions, and then the 177 gives you rooms.
How many stakes do we have left?
We have 3 each from here, I think.
Cool.
Do you have any left over from your first one? Because you get, 6 to start
We've
with,
got
don't you?
six spoken for.
Okay, then yes, you got 3 each.
I'd like to use my 3 stakes.
All 3.
All 3 on weapons.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Big.
I'd like to spend 2 on a shrapnel cannon and 1 on broadside cannons.
That's a classic choice. Yeah.
Mhm. It's a good combo.
This is going to be a very loud ship. Yeah, okay.
Ooh, I saw Panic Room and I really wanted
Love it.
I'm going to do Panic Room and a Lens Room.
What is a lens room?
It's a room of telescopes and ocular magnifiers offering a commanding view, a good interior alternative to an observation platform.
Ooh.
Steam Whistle.
Oh, we're gonna add
Oh.
music
Add noise.
Yeah.
Noise.
Steam whistle.
I would add the gang Picaros.
Oh, yep, you got a gang? Okay.
Yeah. Adventurous slingers armed with crossbows, pistols, and blunderbusses. They fight at range to defend the ship, gaining focus every now and then to deal LR blunt, keen, or spike damage. I got shooters on deck, is what I'm saying.
I'm gonna rig us up with an outrider.
Love it.
So I'm gonna put in some Hull clamps, and then I'll give us a chopper.
Dang.
Nice.
But no one's allowed on it but me. Yeah.
And it's noisy.
None of you can take my chopper.
Oh, I'm gonna take your chopper.
Don't take my chopper.
I want to change out the panic room and instead get us Frenzy Parrot,
Sorry, what's that?
possessed of a shrill and annoying squawk, but tolerated as an early warning system for dangerous predators roaming nearby.
So when there's enemies, we have a parrot that just screams.
I'm going to have you say that again when there's not a siren going by.
No, that's the parrot.
That's the parrot.
That's the parrot. Oh, great.
Oh,
we
we
worked
can
it in.
keep it
Fun
in.
chaos mechanic.
Anytime we hear a siren of New York City,
Someone's
that's our
attacking.
Frenzy Parrot.
That's the Frenzy
Yes.
parrot.
Less
It's
editing.
canon.
That's so
Wait, that'd be great,
funny.
actually.
It's canon.
So good.
It's canon.
Uh,
Shenuk, do you have any more? You did.
I used all three of
Chopper.
my.
Oh,
things.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, do we have any left? Is that everybody's?
We should have spent 15 total.
We've spent 17.
Oh no, sorry, we should have spent 17 total. 9 plus 6. No, 15. I was right.
We had 3 each.
3 each with 4 of you is more than 9. I'm just going to point that out.
Oh, there's 4 of us. 7. We should
Yeah,
have one
Elliot,
more to spend.
You imbecile.
I'm like, there's 3 of us spending stakes.
Thank you, Felix.
That's okay. I'm not a math teacher, but it's one of those things.
Just going to point out you're
Yeah.
bad at math.
The older I
So-
get and the farther from school I get, the more my math knowledge disappears because I was once good at it and then I watch it fade.
That's ridiculous. You're the youngest one here.
Yeah.
Wee, 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 wee.
Wow, wow, wee, wow.
How do you guys feel about getting an officer?
I thought you were just going to say an office, and I was like, to do the busy work.
Uh,
We're going
to
to spend a
do
lot of this
business?
episode doing
Someone to
paperwork.
keep an eye on the picaros.
An officer? Yeah.
Yeah, is the Picaro / parrot wrangler.
Mm.
And the rat keeper, of course.
And the rat keeper. They do all the busy work. They are very overworked.
But the officer can't use my chopper.
Skillful
Skillful
officer?
officer. Yeah.
All right.
What is his skill?
How about hunt?
Yeah, hunt. A hunty.
He's good at hunt, and he's good at scavenge.
Okay. Hunt 2, scavenge 1. I can do that.
Should we figure out a name for the ship?
Yes, you should figure out a name for the ship.
Can we just call it Silence?
Silence is pretty good.
Silence.
I was gonna go with the Awooga, but I don't know.
The Awooga? The Awooga's pretty good. I think I'd rather say Awooga a bunch than feel cute about one joke.
Honkers.
Honkers makes me think of
Honkers? Hooters?
Yeah, I'm going to draw the line at honkers. We haven't discussed safety tools yet. We're just saying advanced. I'm drawing the line at repeatedly using the word honkers.
We're not okay. Okay. I like a wooga. That's fun.
I'm gonna, yeah. I like Awooga too.
The Awooga, to be clear.
The
Of course, yeah.
Awooga.
Other's it would sound silly.
Otherwise,
Right,
it would be a
that's
ship.
ridiculous.
I'm going to regret this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
I have one other ship name pitch. Otherwise, we could go with the Awoogas.
Hit us.
The Ghost Pepper.
The ghost pepper.
I like that.
That's
I'm going to be more comfortable saying that than Awooga, but it's not my ship, so you say what you like.
I was going to say, we
As
can
long as
always
it's not
save
honkers,
that.
really, I'm.
Abby, pitch me on the ghost pepper because I'm not seeing the connect.
I just think it's a great name for a ship.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
I mean, it is. It is. I just wasn't
Not
sure
this
if there
ship,
was
maybe.
not
but
this ship. Maybe not the loud.
Maybe we just write this down and save it for later.
I was gonna steal a sound thing of like bricked, like just brick audio.
What?
That's it's a little inside baseball of a term.
We're in the paint. We're in the dice pool. This is inside baseball
The
time.
recorder. The recorder concert.
I feel like people know peaked more than bricked.
Peaked. Sure.
This is why you should always go with the first name, or this happens.
Yeah.
Awooga.
All right,
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
that's
It's
right.
the
Got it.
Awooga.
Although then
Awooga.
again, one of the first names was honkers, so I'm glad we're not going
Yes.
with that.
Yes.
Awooga it is.
Oh, wooga.
Also could go with ooga chaka ooga chaka.
That's
Moving
just our
on.
group chant. That's the crew, Brian.
You now have a ship called somehow the Awooga, and it is probably time for you to introduce your characters. But this is the time where I'm going to stand up and walk out of the room for the next 2 minutes or so. because I want you to introduce your characters to each other so you can work effectively as a team. And then when I come back in our introductory kind of spiel for the game, I'm going to have you introduce just what your character is doing. And I'm going to learn as we play what your character is like.
Well, that's fun.
Oh, that's
like
fun.
this.
Okay.
This is juicy.
It's just it pays when you play a lot of games. It pays to just try things in slightly different ways every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
And I will link a few unsetting questions, which are a Wildsea standard, to that introductory scene.
Okay.
So for now, I'm going to take these off, and of course I'll be able to hear you after that, so you can't say no. I'm going to take these headphones off, and go. I'm going to go off for 2 minutes or so, 3 minutes or so, and then I'll return, and we can get started if that works for everyone else. Unless people need a body break or something similar before we start, I don't know.
I think we're
No.
good.
No, sounds great.
Let's roll, team.
And I'm definitely not using this as an excuse to make myself a coffee.
No.
Definitely not.
No.
Nice.
No.
Why
way.
would you?
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Experienced podcaster me. Right. Okay. So I'll be back in 3 minutes, or roughly as long as it takes a kettle to boil and some coffee to steep.
Perfect.
So, all right.
Oh, who wants to go first?
Abby, you went last in the other round robin. Would you like to go first?
I can go first.
Hit us.
My name is Augusta. She, her. I am a gal. But instead of like mushroom, I'm like lichen on bark sort of a thing. My origin is Ridgeback, so I grew up in a sort of very remote mountainous top area where there wasn't a lot of resources. And my post, as you might have guessed, is Cannoneer. She likes the big guns, baby.
I love it.
Hell yeah. I did steal an aspect from Cannoneer for my guy.
You're allowed.
I'm allowed.
As long as it's
Oh,
not
you
one that I
shopped
took.
around?
No, I
just
looked.
did.
It's not the same. I
We
shopped
should all be
around.
cannoneers. Let's all just change to cannoneer right now.
We're all cannoneers.
Would be so funny.
we all make big booms.
We like the big booms, baby.
Oops, all cannons.
All right, Chinook, tell me about you.
Cool. My little fucked up thing is Kiri, Ketra. They grew up under the Kezerin and is like a green tentacly plant thing, but also quite
Green.
Like if like you know how like raccoons can like fit through any like little hole.
Yes.
Same vibe. I can squeeze through little cricks and cracks and
Do you also
it's-
have weird little hands?
yeah, and I have
Raccoon
weird little
hands?
raccoon hands. Yeah, those are the
Horrifying.
hands I have.
The bones in your hands are little raccoon hands.
Yeah, little raccoon.
I saw a raccoon up close like a couple of days ago, and I never really understood it before. And then I saw a raccoon's tiny little hands, and it is creepy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're super adorable except for that.
They're really adorable. I'm getting a lot of cat raccoon content on my Instagram. And I'm a hacker. I can take. I like cutting the trees and the greens, the greenery. Not the biggest green guy. I think I could do it better than the teeth of our ship, and I'm pretty mad we got teeth on the ship. Actually,
Good.
I can do it. Before we got teeth, it was me. It was me just tied to the hull, hacking away. But then you guys were like, teeth would be better, and I'm like, come on, guys.
We were like, we could be so much more
We
efficient.
were moving half a mile an hour before.
And now we're really fast, and I'm pissed.
And also, the loudest sound on our ship was you going, "Yeah, yeah, get him, yeah."
Yeah, it was very audible in my hacking. So yeah, pretty. But you guys got me a chopper to make me feel better about it.
And we thought you might share it, but apparently
No,
not.
none of you can touch it. But I think you all take it on joyrides all the time.
Nice.
Yeah, no one follows that rule.
No one follows the rule.
And actually, you guys use it more than I do.
Brian?
I'm red. I'm a Mothrin windward, so like kind of a roaming traveler guy. And I'm a raveler, which is Felix has just appeared back on screen, but not yet on mic, and was making fun of my hand gestures. I'm a Raveler, which is from the Storm and Root expansion, which is a controller of phantom cloth and a spirited fur, blending elegant materials and soul stuff into a flowing kinetic marvel.
Oh, I love that.
Very cool. All of his clothes are made of red thread, and he is kind of a conspiracy theorist guy.
Oh,
guys,
I love it.
guys, listen, just listen to me. Just listen real quick. It's all connected. I
We
don't
have
know
one
how.
slightly not
probably
dumbest boy
right.
in school.
It's all connected. And I think very clearly he's had other pupations of Mothrin that did know whatever the thing was, and he's losing it, and he's just trying to make all the threads connect. And he's gotten so good at it that his threads animate themselves and help him with everyday tasks and shit.
Hell
Love
yeah.
it.
And his name is Red. He, him.
My guy is Wreck, W-R-E-C-K. I am ironbound, and I come from below the waves, and my origin is submerged, and I am a crash. I like to destroy. I go to destroy.
Oh, we are going to get the law.
One arm is giant wrecking ball, other arm is giant cannon, and I have small lemur that helps me load my cannon. I will not tell you his name because that is a very dangerous thing to tell you. And yes, I just pretty much exist to hurt things and destroy them.
I love it. Are we enemies or besties?
I think we are we besties. We share the
Yeah.
cannons. There's 2 cannons, so you can't operate both at the same time. So I get whatever one you don't want.
I wish, baby.
Which is the better cannon?
The big one, the
Oh,
shrapnel.
the one on my arm, obviously.
Well, yeah. I wish I could have arms.
And I can shoot myself with it. I forgot to mention.
I'm sorry. Do you mean you can use yourself as ammunition?
I
Or
can
you-
use myself as ammunition. I put wrecking ball in cannon arm, and then I shoot myself.
It's like a backwards propeller.
I'm back.
We've introduced all our weird little guys.
We are the Spice Girls. I hope that's okay.
And you didn't call your ship the Ghost Pepper in the end. Fuck.
A mistake.
Okay, then let us get started. Before we do, though, actually, I suppose this is very important, even though we kind of vaguely know each other in most cases. Safety tools are important. So if there is anything that you do not want mentioned, lines and veils style, I believe there is a space on the campaign tracker sheet for you to put it down. Yes, there is a lines and veils section on there. Some are obviously lined and veiled already. The kind of basic ones. You can run through them if you like. It is your show. It is up to you. Or you can keep them hidden and let the audience try and work it out.
Yeah, I think we've got most of our normal lines of homophobia, transphobia, racism, sexual assault, nothing, all the things that aren't fun.
Yeah.
And then we also have veils like harm to animals, harm to children, sexual content, slavery, spiders. Actually, I see slavery is both lined and veiled. Yeah, I don't think I have anything other specific though.
Yeah.
Yeah. That all looks good.
Spiders as a veil is going to be interesting if someone's a
Oh.
Shellicray.
I'm fine. Oh, wait, Abby. So that was...
I think it's
I-
Abby.
yeah, you wanted to keep that. I wasn't sure if that was from a past one of my offline games.
No, that was me, but it's fine. It's not crazy.
No,
That's why
I
it's
can-
more like
I
a
can do
veil
a-
than a line.
Yeah, I can do a non-Shellicray focused game, no problem. That doesn't
All right,
bother me
cool.
in the slightest.
Or just make everyone bees.
That did give us bats, which was,
Oh, yeah,
a delight. Yeah.
Melicray are great. But the bee-based Shellicray are fantastic.
I love it.
Melicray. Ooh.
Bellacray. I like that.
So, with lines and veils done, obviously X guard as well. I'll be able to see it if you hold up your hands at a kind of X shape, or arms, I suppose. Do your hands if you want. Although, given your kind of group's unofficial nickname, I might assume you're doing some kind of Spice Girls dance. So, if you are going to do interpretive dance, don't use the X card as part of that, or I'll get really confused.
So limiting.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You come on the show and you try to censor us?
What have I done? And by that, I mean by coming on the show, not by trying to censor you. So let us get started. I am going to let you introduce yourselves in a more kind of in media res way as we start. And I'm going to tie some unsettling questions into the opening description as well. Are we all ready?
Yeah.
Yar.
Oh, sorry. One final question. You started your playthrough of the Wildsea Season 1. Hopefully there'll be a second one. Who knows? Doing a lot of ship-based combat. So are you happy to go somewhere else in terms of a starting motif?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, hell
Okay,
yeah.
Great. Just checking. Because for one-shots, ship-based combat is such a wonderful start. But we will start with something else. That's good.
Okay.
Okay, right. but we'll bring your ship into it as we go, I'm sure. All right. Are you all ready?
Yes.
Great. Your ship, the Awuga, thankfully nowhere to be seen. But that doesn't mean you're not on a ship. You are, in fact, on the deck of a large wrecked vessel. Your own ship is large. This ship is titanic. Not literally, obviously, although that would be a fun campaign. But this ship is of a size that kind of, it makes your own ship look almost nano in comparison. And you are on the deck of a ship that, can any of you read Saprec? This is I guess, kind of important.
no.
for
No.
starters.
Nope.
No.
I literally
Nope.
took no languages.
Brilliant. Okay. The name on the, well, that's going to be a fun joke at the end of the session. The name on the side of this ship, as you climbed up from your own vessel, you will all have seen, and none of you would have known what it was. But I'm going to laugh about it several times as we play.
Oh, no.
Because you are here, as I understand it, to salvage. This giant wreck has been a feature of this part of the Rustling Waves for quite some time. And it's the kind of place where people always say, we're going to go to that ship, we're going to see what we can get. And they sometimes do, and they never come back. So who knows what's here? The fact that you have now decided to do this, maybe you'll be the first ones to come back. Who knows? It'll be fine, probably.
Spooky.
That was the parrot. That was the parrot.
That honk, that was okay.
Yeah, the honk,
Yeah,
the
you
honk-
heard it.
The honk was the frenzy parrot.
What, does the parrot have a name?
Squawk.
Squawk.
Squawk. Okay, Squawk the parrot.
Anyone hear squawk?
Actually, I suppose his name should be Siren.
It should be honk honk.
Oh,
Honka honka.
no. Well, I get a Squawk, Siren, Honka Honka. I'm going to call him Squyronk.
Squyron.
Excellent.
Okay.
Very good.
That's a good parrot noise. But yes, so your own ship, the Awuga, is down on the actual wave side. So it's kind of moored up next to this large abandoned vessel. And the ship you are on is beautiful, or it would have been beautiful in its heyday, made mostly of actually ornately carven wood, rather than the usual kind of scrap and salvage or weird chitinous shells that your own ship is made from. But as far as you can tell, there are no ways down into the actual body of the ship. You're currently on the deck. So as we introduce your characters, I'm going to ask you a few things about this ship to give it some character as our unsettling questions, and you can tell me what your characters do at the same time. So for this round of unsettling questions, I will ask a question. Whoever answers it, also tell me what your character is doing and possibly how they noticed the answer they're giving. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So someone, I don't know who yet, but someone is searching for some kind of entry into the cargo hold. Larger ships always have huge cargo doors somewhere. You can't find them yet, but you're definitely looking. Who is doing this search? And what have you found that is not doors to the cargo hold?
So that's the end of this preview of part 1 of this 3-part Wildsea miniseries featuring special guest Firefly Felix Isaacs. If you like what you heard, head on over to patreon.com/manysidedmedia. There, you'll be able to hear the rest of this episode, as well as parts 2 and 3 when they are released. And if that's not enough, this year alone, we have released over 24 hours of bonus actual plays and talkbacks. So please, if you like what you heard, become a member of the Dice Pool, listen to the rest of it, and so much more. Thanks for listening. Splash!
Midnight Muscadines is a cozy, dark tabletop role-playing game where light and shadow intertwine in a fractured world. Players take on the roles of marmoteers, brave adventurers who journey into the untamed wildernite to collect the elusive Midnight Muscadines, craft magical jams, and protect the fragile light of Nim. Through collaborative storytelling and resourceful gameplay, players weave tales of courage, community, and the pursuit of balance. Will you preserve the light, uncover the truths hidden in the shadows, or reshape the balance of the world forever? Midnight Muscadines is perfect for fans of Studio Ghibli and Sea of Stars who seek to capture the magic of exploration and the heartfelt adventure in a world where small heroes make a big impact. Play Midnight Muscadines as a traditional GM'd game, GM-less, or even solo. Midnight Muscadines is crowdfunding now on BackerKit. Join the campaign at pandeongames.com/muscadines.
I'm Quinns of tabletop role-playing game review show Quinn's Quest, and this is Play to Find Out. Play to Find Out is an actual play podcast that brings notorious old games from the 80s and 90s back to the table. Each season of Play to Find Out, I'm joined by Emily Johnson and Rob Morgan.
Good? Nervous?
Yeah.
You both looked at each other really concerned, like you think what's about to happen is going to be unpleasant. And frankly, I think that's rude.
And together, we explore the TTRPGs of ages gone by. Our goal? To separate the TTRPGs that deserve to be remembered from those that maybe don't. I don't know, Emily. It was the 80s.
Also,
A lot of people were on cocaine. We blow the dust from decrepit systems to learn how they work. Your 100 on the encounter table bursts out. Right, you've encountered a fog. Get ready. Don't laugh.
How does one get ready for a fog?
Don't laugh. Encounter their unique quirks.
I do finger guns to cover up how I wince.
A weird thing happens as you do finger guns.
Oh no.
And I'm hoping that the Quinn's Quest community will join us in exploring these games too. If you this up, cannot describe to you how much your adventure ends here.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because the best way to learn is to play to find out. Play to Find Out is available now on the Quinn's Quest Patreon, but the first episode of each series streams for free on the Quinn's Quest YouTube channel and wherever you get your podcasts. Anyway, you failed the ethic roll, and you made jokes while I was doing my exposition, so you don't get to hear any more.
Oh, no. Come on.
I was shook as